So welcome, 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 Bolu. I give thanks for your leadership, as always, my beloved sister. And as always at Setsi, we begin all things by giving thanks to our creator, by acknowledging our ancestors, by acknowledging all the original stewards of the various lands we're on. We acknowledge all the folks that toiled without compassion or compensation. All our elders and community stalwarts whose shoulders we stand on as we build, share, and learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. So Bolu, please introduce yourself to our listeners and viewers and share a bit about your remarkable work.
Thank you so much, Victor. I'm Bolu Omidiji. I'm a sustainability and social impact professional, and I'm very much passionate about helping companies to create sustainable and diverse solutions that impact the triple bottom line, which is people, profit, and planet. And with over 8 years of experience leading and implementing ESG projects across different sectors in Africa and even North Africa, such as North America, pardon me, such as financial services, manufacturing, and regulatory, I have indirectly impacted about thousands of people through my work on community investment, youth empowerment, environmental sustainability, and even financial inclusion. Currently, I hold the position of Manager, Community Impact and ESG at the Canadian Credit Union Association. And my role basically involves providing guidance and support to Canada's credit unions in their efforts towards ESG and community impact initiatives. The Canadian Credit Union Association represents the National Trade Association for Credit Unions and Caisse Populaires outside Quebec. And we boast a membership of 197 credit unions and Caisse Populaires. Our mission basically is to promote sustainable economic growth and to foster inclusivity within our community. Governed by credit unions, we prioritize cooperative values and aim to provide advocacy, awareness, and education to our members, ensuring that they have the necessary knowledge and resources to thrive. Thank you.
That's incredible. We give thanks for your visionary leadership and all that you do for so many. It's truly remarkable. And since the day we met, we hit it off. So I give thanks for you engaging in this remarkable conversation. So what's inspiring you right now in your work?
I say that I'm privileged basically to work in a sector that lives and breathes concern for community. And so that inspires me in my everyday work. Canada's credit unions put their members' hopes, dreams, their needs, and their wants above everything else. Credit unions give back to their members, the people who bank with them, and contribute to their community's economic, social, and environmental well-being. And in my role, I play a pivotal role in CCUA's Community Impact Committee, the Climate Action Working Group, the Financial Literacy Working Group, and then the DEI Working Group as well. These groups are very much instrumental in establishing strong partnerships between credit unions and other organizations, and they create an atmosphere of learning and collaboration. I'll just go on to mention some of the things that we've done in these groups. Through the Community Impact Committee, we've implemented a wide array of projects. And one of the projects that I'm proud to talk about is the annual ESG survey or reports, which I can talk about later. There's the Affordable Housing Forum as well, real key issues that our community members are tackling and credit unions are tackling as well. Through the Climate Action Working Group, we meet often to talk about issues on climate and climate risk and climate reporting and what we can do in our communities in terms of climate action. Through the Financial Literacy Working Group, CCU has a program that is called the Each One Teach One. And this program was first initiated by Vancity in British Columbia. And then in 2017, CCUA partnered with the credit union, that's Vancity, to scale the program nationally. And currently, the Each One Teach One program, credit unions have delivered over 1,600 financial literacy workshops reaching nearly 24,000 Canadians. And if you need more information on this, please check www.each1teach1, that's eotoworkshops.ca. I know that through the DEI working group and through our education team as well, we've virtually impacted over 5,000 credit union employees that have taken the reconciliation awareness courses and webinars through our CCUA campus. So all this work really does inspire me, and it's incredibly inspiring to see the impact of work that I'm doing and that my colleagues are doing as well. And our members are continually evolving to create a better world for all. We also do a lot in terms of education and providing tools and materials to our members just to ensure that they create a sustainable and inclusive environment and country for all.
That's incredible. My goodness. There's so many folks, like I've known about the CCUA for a long time, but you never know all the intersectional approaches to community well-being, community economic development that you're taking. So once again, very inspiring work. And thank you so much for articulating and sharing all those initiatives and projects. So my next question is, what challenges and barriers do you face in your work, and how are you and your team working to overcome them?
I would like to start, and it might seem inspirational and motivational, but I would like to start by a quote that I live by Martin Luther King Jr. It says that our very survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideas, to remain vigilant, and to face the challenge of change. With this in mind, I always try to dwell on the positives of every challenge that come our way. And one of the challenges is the ever-evolving world of ESG disclosures. And before you blink, you are preparing for another one, and before you blink, there's another one coming down the pipeline. We know about the OSPI B15, we know about the ISSB, we know about the BCFSA climate discussion paper. There are so many things evolving right now, but what we've done at CCUA is to constantly evolve and collaborate with organizations to create awareness and to educate our members on these disclosures. I remember that when the OSPI B15 guideline on climate risk management was published, we held an education session for our members. Similarly, and recently, we also collaborated with KPMG to educate our members on climate risk reporting and disclosures. And this was very much well received. We also do respond to consultation on behalf of our members. We advocate for them, especially on consultations held by our regulators, such as the Department of Finance and the Office of the Superintendent of the Financial Institutions, which is OSFI. And another challenge that I can mention is that, and this is not very much peculiar to the credit union sector or to CCUA, I think it's a challenge that everybody is facing, and it's the data challenge. There's the data challenge everywhere. Canada's credit union, we contribute a lot to the society, and I can say that. However, some of our efforts are very much underreported because we don't have the data to back the impact numbers that we're sharing sometimes. But one of the things that we've done at CCUA to overcome this challenge is we constantly conduct an annual ESG survey that culminates in the ESG report to represent what the sector does. And as you know, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So our annual ESG report shows what the sector has been doing for that reporting year. And in addition, we also encourage our members to collect their impact numbers and ensure that we provide learning opportunities for them to do so, especially from what the credit unions have done through our committees and working groups. The evolution of CSR to ESG and then the bigger picture, which is social purpose, is also a game changer. Canada's credit unions are constantly evolving and creating change for the communities they live and operate in. And at this point, I can boast and say that credit unions are the only financial institution in 380 communities in Canada. This means that we're very much invested in our communities' environmental and social economic development. Lastly, I can say that awareness about the credit union sector. You know about the credit union sector, but there are so many people that do not know about the credit union sector, especially among the younger generation. And studies have shown that the younger generation makes up only about 12% of the credit union members. And also, studies have shown that Gen Zs are more likely to support and patronize organizations that are invested in ESG or social impact. This is what we are known for. This is who we are as the credit union sector. And if the younger generation knew about the socio-economic footprint of the credit union sector, the 12% that we currently have would go up exponentially, basically because we provide the same services that other financial institutions provide, and we are more aware of our community's needs, and we also want to partner with our members. We continue to support our members in awareness, and we at CCUA recently launched What is a CU program, which means what is a credit union program for the third year. I'll advise that everyone should check our social media pages on all platforms and even www.canadascreditunions.ca for more information. I'll also want to end with some did you know facts. So in 2021, Canada's credit unions donated about 3.2% of their pre-tax profits to local community organizations and provided nearly 30,000 jobs nationwide. This is a phenomenal number, and we can do more if we get organizations to partner with us. Again, as recently reported by the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, credit unions represent about 21% of small business loans. This represents a market share larger than any of the big banks. And 13 of our members are certified B Corp, and the B Corp certification is a designation that a business meets high standards of verified performance, accountability, and transparency of factors ranging from employee benefits, charitable giving, to supply chain practices and input materials. So I've dropped a couple of did you know facts there, just to tell you that these are some of the issues that we face. If these facts are out there, then we know that the credit union sector would grow exponentially. Thank you.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Thank you so much for all those actual insights. And Jules, my goodness. So my second last question, what is your ultimate goal and what does success look like to you and your colleagues?
So currently, I want to say that the ultimate goal for me and for CCUA is to build a stronger credit union. Basically, that's it in simple terms. And that is what success looks like to us as well. And what we mean by a stronger credit union is where majority of Canadians choose to bank with us. Currently, we have about 11 million members banking with credit unions and Caisse Populaires across Canada. We want this number to grow and to increase exponentially as we create purposeful and impactful services to our members. I'll also say that success to us means that we continue to support our members through advocacy, through education, through awareness, even in light of the emerging trends, and even collaborations with the private and public sector.
Incredible, incredible. So my last question, do you have any closing thoughts or a call to action for our listeners and our viewers?
Yes. So CCUA, again, is committed to fostering an inclusive culture where our differences are celebrated and viewed as the strength that drives our collective impact and success. So our goal is basically to honor and to embrace our authentic stories and those of our members. And at our core, CCUA respects and appreciates diverse perspectives, and we are committed to the true meaning of cooperative values, rooted in our mission to serve our members and advance our communities. And my call to action and my closing thoughts is if you are in the social innovation space, whether the ESG space or even social purpose, and you're working to create sustainable and impactful change, our door is open to work with you. We want to work with you. We want to collaborate with you. We want to partner with you to build a more inclusive and sustainable Canada and environment and world for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bolu, for everything you do, my beloved sister. We so appreciate all you do for so many. And we'll close this interview the very way we began, by giving thanks to our creator, by acknowledging the original stewards of the various lands we're on. We acknowledge all our ancestors. We acknowledge all those who toiled without compassion or compensation. We acknowledge all the elders and community stalwarts whose shoulders we stand on as we build, share, and learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. Thank you so much, Bolu. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Victor. Thank you. And anytime.